Hello, I'm Cloud Nutritionist at Parent Cloud, and today I'm going to talk about fussy eating toddlers. So pretty much all toddlers and children will go through a phase of fussy eating at some point. It's most often in their second year, but the first thing to remember is that it's perfectly normal and absolutely nothing to get overly worried about straight away. They are growing in independence and they're growing in their sense of self. It's a way in which they can challenge your authority a bit, in which case trying to force them is not going to work at all. It's best to just back off a bit, stay calm and find different ways to encourage them. This allows them to feel that they're in control of feeding themselves and choosing what it is that they want to eat, even if you've just offered them a healthy selection of foods to choose from. It is important to be confident that there isn't anything physically underlying your toddler's fussiness. Things such as oral hypersensitivity or delayed development can lead to poor oral motor skills, so it's best to make sure that you're confident that there's nothing like this going on. You could also think about whether or not they might be experiencing any digestive issues, something that they're unlikely to be able to tell you, so it might take a bit of detective work. Finally, think about whether or not they might have experienced anything negative from trying new foods that might be worrying them. This could be anything from trying a food that was too hot to watching a sibling be ill or have a reaction to a food that they were eating. Once you're confident that there's nothing like that going on, then you can go ahead with these top 4 tips. So number 1, keep calm and keep it fun. The last thing that you want to do is make mealtime stressful. Mealtime should be fun and enjoyable, and you want to encourage your toddler to come to mealtimes and sit at the table even if they decide that they don't want to eat anything. Number 2, try and eat together where you can. Show that the food isn't dangerous and that it's enjoyable. It's been shown in studies that children who eat together with peers and families in a social environment are less likely to develop fussy eating habits over the long term. Number 3 is an activity that you can do and think about doing on a regular basis to familiarise your child with food. So this could be cooking together, it could be shopping together, growing some plants together, or even simple activities, playing with food or chopping up food. The idea is to get them familiar with different foods with absolutely no pressure for them to eat it. Done at a time when they're not even hungry, so that they don't feel any pressure in that regard. Number 4 is to make sure that you don't stop serving rejected foods. It can take sometimes 10 tries for your toddler to get used to a new flavour and a new taste. So keep serving these foods even if they reject them. Serve them alongside things you know that they will eat, so that there's no stress from hunger, and also slowly add in new flavours and new things to the mix as well. Doing it in small quantities and making sure that it's undaunting for them to try. I hope that helps, and best of luck. We've all been there with fussy eating toddlers, and most of them come through it absolutely fine.